Hi, it's Robbie from Southern California. Yeah, the one that started with a couple hummingbirds that now has hundreds and thousands of hummingbirds. We literally have to buy our sugar by 25-pound sacks or 50-pound sacks. But I think a good subject to talk about today would be strictly on breeding, reproducing, hummingbirds, having babies. If you really stop and think about that tiny little bird, they are amazing. And actually, it's the female that's amazing. Let's step back for a minute and talk about them. They are so tiny and so adorable, and the male is so flashy that yes, he flies around, he does whatever little courtship he does, and each species may do a little bit different courtship. But I'll tell you something, the first time I saw hummingbirds breed, I was a little surprised. I have to admit that. It isn't like when you see your house finches where the male dances and sings and does his little courtship until he breeds with a female, or your mockingbird that's out there screaming his heart out, calling for a female and trying to get her attention to find the right girl for him. Even hawks, who work so hard to find a mate, and then once they find the mate, if all goes well, they basically mate for life. Hummingbirds don't do that. Hummingbirds are unique. They do not mate for life. In fact, they don't pair for any time at all, any length of time. The male is out there, he's doing his thing, and he finds a female. There's no real courtship to talk about. Oh, yes, he may zip up in the air and all that, but he's basically trying to fend off other males. He is out on the hunt for a girl. And when he finds a girl, if you ever see it, because it's fast, he darts down, he breeds with her. It literally is seconds. And when he's done, this is the very odd part, I've seen it, he shoots up in the air and he comes down and he whacks her off the perch. Basically what he's doing is he's telling her, I'm done and get lost. And then he's out of there, she's out of there. And I guess this is so that if the male breeds, they won't breed with the same female. The odds are he'll find another female that's coming by. So will both eggs always be from the same male? Probably, but if she's breeding with multiple males, you never know. They generally lay 2 eggs. Now with the hummingbirds, the female does all the work. There's not that many birds that do that. I mean, chickens, yeah. They'll breed, the rooster breeds with the hens and she lays eggs and she'll raise her baby chicks. When you think about other birds, like I was talking about the house finches, the English sparrows, bush tits, they all build a nest, and the male and the female takes part in all of that. The male helps feed the babies. He helps sit so the female can get something to eat. And if he wants her to sit some species, he will bring her food so she could do most of the sitting. Every species of bird does it a little different. But with the hummingbirds, she is totally on her own. When the time is right and she knows she's going to lay those eggs, she builds that nest as fast as possible. She will get that nest built usually within a day or two. And very quickly, as soon as she gets that nest built, generally there's 2 eggs in there. One, and the next day another egg. Think about it. She had to build that all by herself and figure out the way to do it, which is unique in itself, to know how to collect spider webs, bits and pieces of grass and leaves, even shade cloth that they find, and they build those nests just beautifully. But she did it all herself. And then what does she do? She sits. For almost 2 weeks, she sits. There is nobody bringing her any food. So she's got to sit, dart off, quickly get something to eat as quick as possible, and then come back and sit. And this goes on all day. So that's why you'll see them leave the nest and then come back, leave the nest and come. I mean, she has to eat. If she doesn't get enough food, she won't make it to the next day. So she has to take care of those eggs. And then she's got to come back and continue to sit and incubate those eggs. That's absolutely fascinating. And then when the babies hatch, she's got to not only feed herself, but feed those 2 babies. for about 2 weeks. Same thing. I mean, think of the energy and what she has to go through. She is totally super mom. She's doing it on her own. Where all your other birds almost, think about it. Your birds that are flying around your house, like I said, your house finches, both of the birds are feeding those babies. Your hawks, mother and father, feed those babies. Your wrens that nest in the hollows of trees, both of them take care of the babies. And when the babies are out on their own, both parents are taking care of the babies. Yes, sometimes something happens to one of the parents, and the single parent left will, in the wild, take care of the babies. Not always, but a lot of times they do. But with hummingbirds, this is just the way it is. So once those two babies are out on their own, not only does a lot of those hummingbirds feed those two babies, but I have seen them go and immediately build another nest, feed the two babies that she's feeding, feed herself, build that new nest, and lay 2 more eggs. I don't know of any other animal that is like a super mom like that, and what drives them to do it. But I just found that so fascinating, and I just wanted to talk about that today because those little females are the most fascinating little birds. And to think they do that 1, 2, 3, 4 times a year. They can have 4 nests. So when you see that little female who doesn't have a lot of color and she comes to your feeder to feed, just think how busy she is and how grateful she is to find that feeder that can help her out while she is doing all these super things. Wow. I don't know how she does it, but more power to her. And if I can help her by putting out some of that food, that is fantastic. They teach their babies to feed out of feeders, and then they teach them to go into the garden, collect pollen, insects, nectar, and everything they need, and how to find those feeders just in case they don't find enough. So, a little food for thought today. Hummingbird food. Don't forget, 1/4 cup of sugar, white granulated sugar, and 1 cup of water. Mix well, that's all you need. And if all goes well, and she has enough food and she can stay healthy, she could do this for the next 5 to possibly 8 years. That's a lot of work for one little bird. With that, have a wonderful, wonderful day. And don't forget to eat what you grow. Bye-bye. Wow, I'm tired just thinking about that.